The Local 3 news and weather apps now.
You're going to hear a lot this time of year about the importance of choosing local. Shop locally around Small Business Saturday and throughout the holiday season. We, of course, here at the television station are now called Local 3. When it comes to any legal situation that you might find, local is important there as well. And so for that this morning, we talked to the attorneys at the McMahan Law Firm, Jay Kinnemer, Brent Burks, who are happy to be truly local and kind of wanted to focus on that this morning. So good to see the both of you.
Good morning, Julie.
Absolutely.
A few things that kind of differentiate y'all. You're always very quick to proudly point out that you're board certified. That's a unique thing to your practice, right, Brent?
It's so incredibly important. Less than 2% of lawyers in the state of Tennessee are board certified, and Jay and I both are. We have a third, actually, Herb Thornberry, with our office. We're the only people they're going to see advertising on this station that are board certified, seeking injury cases, doing plaintiff's work like we do. And it's a badge of excellence. It shows that we've gone the extra step. We've got the experience in trials, depositions, recommendations from our peers, passed a very rigorous test. A lot of people don't even qualify to be able to try to get the board certification. So we're really proud of that. And you wouldn't hire a doctor without board certification, so why hire a lawyer without one?
Well, I was going to jump in the weeds a little bit with you on that and kind of make the analogy between you and a doctor. So when you're getting board certified, is that a generality certification or can you specialize in an area?
Oh, it's a specialization. We're board certified civil trial specialists. There are different specializations, but the hardest thing to obtain in our profession is board certification by the National Board of Trial Advocacy.
So what that means for you then, Jay, is that you know that you have that. Your clients might not always, but does that...
The general public doesn't realize how
Right.
important that is. You want to know, especially like, for instance, in the last month, I filed 2 multi-million-dollar lawsuits. You want to make sure, number one, that your claim is being handled right here under one roof and not shipped off to some place in Atlanta, Birmingham, or whatever, with the indication that you think that you have a lawyer and a group working on your claim right here in this town that knows about your claim, is not going to learn about it last minute right before it needs to be filed.
Well, nobody wants to be a number, right?
That's right.
And that's what y'all are trying to stress this morning. I mean, I know you probably hope that people can get through the season and not have a need to call your office, but you want them to know if they do, they're actually going to get to talk to one of the two of you.
If they want to meet with me, they can meet with me. If they want to meet with Jay, they can meet with Jay. Now, we have 10 lawyers, so obviously we have help.
Sure.
and they're all good, right? But yes, the practice of law, sadly, with some of these out-of-town firms that have come here, opened a satellite office, is becoming a number. And we're still personalized. Our staff is incredible. A person, if they're with us, will know our office manager. They'll have a paralegal assigned to their case that will be their go-to person. Their phone call will be returned. That's the number one complaint we hear when people complain about other law firms, and sometimes they'll come to us and say, we fired so-and-so, and I'll just ask, I'll say, why did you fire him? They won't even return my call. They won't tell me what's going on with my case.
Well, let me pause you there for a second, because Jay was mentioning that you've got these very large cases that you're dealing with at the moment. Not everybody who comes through your door, though, is going to be that level, but to them, their case is still important. So is that worth pointing out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've tried a jury trial just over $6,000 before. I take it, and I do take it personally. We take every case personally. We don't ship it off to some outside office outside the state and try to settle it out there, and only if it has to be filed, send it back to a couple of attorneys here that know nothing about the file.
Since we've been making the medical analogies with our conversation this morning, often if you're looking for a doctor, physicians will say we really appreciate word of mouth referrals. Same is true in your profession?
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the large ones that I was referred, that I mentioned that I just filed, was referred by another attorney in town. Quite often we get referrals by attorneys in town. That is one of the sincerest forms of flattery. And with board certification, they know that that's not a made-up title. You know, so a lot of times you see these commercials, and you can, if people really look behind and peel the skin off the apple, they're going to figure out those are made-up titles.
Right.
Board certification. There's nothing made up about that.
And I could add something to that, Julie. You know, we send a lot of folks out there that are very happy with what we've done. My promise to people is, and this is not true with every law firm, we will never take a fee that's greater than what their recovery is. Now, people come to us and they've had a car wreck and some other competitor firm signs a contract for 40% fee. Ours is always 1/3. I will never take a $10,000 fee and hand a client $5,000. That's my promise to them, and Jay's. That's our law firm's promise. We will, if there's not enough to go around, and some people worry about that. Why should I hire a lawyer? They're just going to take all the money. No, we're not. We're
Right.
going to try everything we can to make you happy, because that is the best referral source, and we have tons of them. More than all this other stuff, TV and radio and internet, is
Right.
old clients that send somebody our way, and that makes us happy.
When you believe in what you do, you want people to know about it because you don't want to see them get taken advantage of someplace else, right? And that's
absolutely.
why y'all are talking.
Absolutely, because sometimes it's easy to collect from the wrongdoer. But then there are the wolves on the back end. It's fighting the hospital liens, the Medicares, the TRICARES, the TennCares, the private health plans, the ERISA plans. There's different rules for every single one of them. So you got to fight the battles on the back end too to maximize, do the work in the recovery for your client.
Okay, so before I let y'all get into your holiday mode, because we're on the cusp of it, people are going to be on the road more than ever these next several weeks. It's going to be probably some rain eventually coming our way, darker weather. I'm sure car accidents specifically are a concern. If somebody should have one, any tips for what they ought to do?
Well, they need to get all the information they can. As most people know now, the Chattanooga Police Department is not coming out for every wreck, right? And so if there are injuries involved, they will come. You can ask for an officer to come. If you're in a situation where it's a minor wreck, fender bender, and there's going to be no police, make sure you get the insurance information, the tag number, all the information you can. Perhaps take a little snapshot of that. Let your insurance company know. If you are hurt, heaven forbid, get medical care. And
even if you don't think it's much at the moment, go.
If you think you're hurting and you're shaken up and you're sore, one of the biggest problems is people will delay and they won't get medical care, and then they wait a week or something, and that's something an insurance company will use against them for sure. And then they can call us. It's a free consultation, and we're happy to help.
Thank you both.
Thank you, Julie.
It's the McMahan Law Firm. They're local right here. They couldn't be any closer to us here at the television station, just right down the road on Cherokee Boulevard. 3 of them, the 2 here plus the 3rd, are board certified, something they say you'll only find with them. So here is their phone number, 265-1100. You can also go online, read for yourself at McMahanLawFirm.com. 10 attorneys to help things be sped up for you. But if you want one of these 2 guys and to talk to them, they will make time in their busy schedules to see that that happens. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's West Shore Home's biggest sale of the year and the best time to finally take care of your shower or bath